Welcome to Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's Saturday morning here on KATE. Time for another episode of Insights into Insurance. Tom Sorensen joining me from Americana Insurance. And Tom, a chilly but good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Paul.
Now, I really have come to appreciate Insights to Insurance because I've been asked different questions from people, not necessarily regarding the show, but they're like, well, I'm going to be getting married and I'm not sure. The insurance question that we talked about just a few weeks ago about the ring in inland marine insurance.
Yes.
I was able to actually give someone somewhat of a direction to go with that.
Call 377-2000.
Exactly, that's what it was.
No, actually, I think we were joking about this before, is you're becoming an insurance expert there, Paul. So now you just need to get licensed, and maybe if K Radio isn't in your future anymore, American Insurance would be.
Hey, you never know, right? Things can change.
But no, you do a fantastic job here, so I don't think you would want to do that. So.
Well, and you're doing a great job too, kind of getting into radio and helping out and doing the show. I know we always go through listener emails, and this one I think was a little concerning from Robert, and if you're all set for it, I'll give it to you.
Sure, that would be great.
Well, Robert writes, "Hey Tom, I'm not quite sure what I should be looking for when it comes to choosing an insurance agent or agency. I currently have an agent who is a member of an agency, but I'm just not sure if that's going to be the right fit. So what should they be looking for?"
Wow, that's a super question, Robert. And so let's sit and talk about this. What should I look for in an agent? And then I'm going to say agent slash agency because they fit together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number one, all I can tell you is trust. Okay. Hopefully you trust in him or her. Okay. If you trust in him or her, and what they tell you and ask you and tell you what they recommend, that is probably the biggest hurdle. Okay. So how do you know if you can trust them? Okay. Well, it takes time. Building a relationship takes time, but I think from the beginning is, can you tell, are they looking out for your interest or their best interest? Okay. And a lot of times people can see through that. What is their message? Okay. I would warn anybody if their message is, hey, come to me, I can save you money, okay, or I can lower that cost,
or save you time.
Time it could be actually I try to do that with people and say, hey, use me, I'll try to make your plan more efficient, so that you can work on your business instead of trying to over here manage this piece of insurance business and over here this piece of business. I try to make it so that it's easier manageable for them. Okay. When you say time, I know what you're probably thinking of is the 15 minutes and that, and yes, that's scary. Okay. To me. What I know about insurance, if I went and tried to do something and make a decision and buy it and all that in 15 minutes is something that I'll frankly say that I just kind of laugh at. Okay. Not to say that the policy that they buy or anything like that can't be a good policy. It's just that I would not go that route. That's my personal feeling. Okay. Sure. So, are they trying to sell you by saving or lowering cost? Okay, we all want that. Okay, we all. The thing is we don't want to spend any more on insurance than we need to, and we understand that at Americana Insurance. Okay, but you also don't want to not spend enough money to where it could create a big gap in insurance and cost you way more money in the long run. Okay, so. is your agent or agency, are they trying to put the best package of policies together to best fit the needs of the prospective insured, which is, let's say, Robert? Okay. Like I said, a lot of times it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Okay. Sometimes with us, and we're as an independent agency, we can offer different companies. Well, this one company over here might be lower cost, but they don't offer and are available the same coverage as this company over here that would best fit that person's, portfolio that they should have for their insurance package. Okay?
Certainly.
The biggest deal is when we talk to our prospective insureds is we ask them a lot of questions, okay? And people might say, why do you need to know all this stuff? Well, there again, I would warn you, if the agent or agency is not asking a lot of these questions, that would be kind of scary, because there is a lot of things that come out in a fact-finding meeting for us, okay? The other thing is, the more that people try to hide from us, the more potential of a gap happening that could cost them way more than what their insurance is going to cost them. Okay?
What kind of questions that would, like, an example of a question that maybe you would ask someone?
Okay. Basically, and these are, what do I want to say? These are small identifiers as far as like more of their personal lines packages. But the discovery time, making sure we identify all those potential gaps, what we ask is examples are like car titles. Okay? What name is in the car title that you're wanting to buy this insurance through? Okay? And let's just say if it's Jane Doe, and she's wanting to buy insurance, but the title is in Joe Smith, that would be a bad situation. A lot of times we have situations where somebody might title a vehicle in their business name because of tax advantages,
sure,
but put it over on a personal policy and try to insure it as Jane Doe. No, you cannot do that. Or you can do that. A lot of people will do it, and they don't realize that a lot of times that policy is about as good as the worth of paper that it's written on because of that. Okay, and they won't know that until one thing.
Until that accident happens.
Until the accident happened, claims happen. Okay, so that's a big one. As far as anybody, just a personal lines situation. Home businesses. We have a lot of people running businesses out of their homes nowadays, okay? Many of those exposures are excluded for any coverage, okay? That can come from any type of liability coverage, any type of liability claim, I should say, any type of loss of their inventory, okay? Let's just say it's a Mary Kay salesperson, and they have $10,000 worth of inventory. I mean, it adds up pretty quick. They have limitations on their homeowner's policy for that. So those are examples. Do they have any farming exposures? Okay, there's a lot of people that live in town that have farms that they own, farmland that they own that are rent. Well, do they have liability coverage on that? Okay, that's an exposure that they might not think of. Oh, that's not part of my house. Well, yeah, but you still got a liability exposure there. Is there any additional household members? Okay, sometimes not everybody is just a husband, wife, and kids. Okay, it might be could be a kid's friend or something that's living with you. Maybe they got a bad home situation or something and they're there, and they could potentially have a liability situation that could come back to you and not be covered unless you have told somebody about this or have done something about it to see if would he be covered or she be covered. Okay. Seasonal dwellings. There's a lot of people that got cabins or some sort of dwelling, maybe even a small hunting shack, things like that. rental properties.
Big one.
Yeah, we got tons of people that own rental properties. Okay, again, how are they insured? Where are they insured? What those are all things that we can try to find in our fact-finding meeting, and I can tell you there's much more. Sometimes we find out that they might have somebody that's basically their handyman around the house, for somebody that's probably living life a little bit better than most people, but they might have an actual employee at their place doing yard work. Well, things like that. Did they know that they need a work comp policy on that person? Okay, so things like that.
Wonderful talking with Tom Sorensen from Americana Insurance, answering Robert's question about what he or what you in general should be looking for in an agent or agency. Tom, we'll take 30 seconds. We'll come back. A big question I think a lot of people have about choosing someone is, all right, now's the time I need to use you. That's the biggest thing, right?
That's what we sell. Yep.
All right, we've got that coming up in 30 seconds right here on Insights into Insurance on Kate.
'Twas the night before Christmas when a mouse chewed on a wire, frying himself and starting a fire. The fire spread to the tree, which burst into flame, burning the presents, both the good and the lame. A sweater? Yuck! But the fire trucks rescued the kids' dad and mama, and thank goodness they had insurance with Americana. Bet you never saw that coming.
Wishing you a Merry and safe Christmas. Your friends at Americana Insurance in Albert Lea.
Back here on Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen from Americana Insurance. And Tom, we're talking about what people should be looking for in an agent or agency. And I kind of mentioned it, but you have an insurance agent or you're represented by an agency. You get into that accident, comes time to need them. This is a big one.
This is a big one, and this is one where I get a lot of complaints where people come to me and say, hey, this is the reason why I'm upset with my agent. Okay, I have this issue. I wanted to call them. It was a weeknight or a night. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Sometimes it's even during the day. Could be a one-man operation where they're gone out of the office and, well, no one's there to take their call. But first of all, when you do have a claim or something, I just hope that you don't have that one of those 800 numbers, I don't care numbers. So the main thing is I like dealing with somebody locally, somebody that I can reach out and shake their hand. That's who I like doing business with. I think a lot of other people do too. Thing is like with us, we have our cell phone numbers listed on our after hours message at night. Okay. We also are available by email through our cell phones and things like that. So I guess I would challenge, does your agent or agency do that? Okay. We do that here at Americana. The thing is when you're dealing with like a one-person operation, what about an emergency? That's a tough thing. I don't want to see one-man operations go out of business, but again, you got to look at yourself and do what's best for you.
Yep.
Okay? What type of backup do they have? Okay, if I'm gone out of the office or if somebody else is gone out of the office, we got people that can take in and fill in and take care of business. Okay? I don't have to be there for my clients to be taken care of or for another agent to get taken care of. We have account managers that take care of claims. They take care of changes. They take care of many things. And if I'm not available, guess what? I will get to be available sometime real soon. Okay? But that's not ever an issue for us. We're very available to our people, our clients. Designations. I think designations are very important. That shows that they're professional. And when you say designations, well, those little letters behind your name, okay, it means that they have taken the necessary steps to educate themselves to be more professional in their business. I guess I want to do business with a professional, especially when it comes to protecting my assets. Okay? Claims. This is what we sell. Okay? How well are you taken care of? Example, in 2010, we had 3 tornadoes go through the Freeborn County. Us as an agency, we were out seeing our clients still at midnight that night. Okay? they remember that. So it shows how much we care about them. Okay. The last thing I would say about an agent or an agency is, can you tell, do they appreciate your business? Okay. Again, I think that's something that you figure out. Okay. I think our message at our agency is we try, at least I hope everybody thinks that we really do appreciate their business. We do many things throughout this year to try to help them show that we do.
Talking with Tom Sorensen from Americana Insurance. And Tom, so maybe Robert was listening this week and he says, I like what Tom has to say. What's the number to Americana Insurance?
It's 507-377-2000.
And what's the email address if people have a question for us?
insights@americanainsurance.com.
And since it is Christmas Eve, Tom, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Paul, and to your family.
Thank you very much. We'll be back next week.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is intended to be educational in nature. Before acting upon any information obtained during the Insights into Insurance radio show broadcast, consult an appropriately licensed professional.